Hello everyone and welcome to another tier list. In this video I will be ranking all the Smash Ultimate characters based on how fun they are to play. Before we get into it, I just wanted to say that of course this is entirely my opinion, so if you disagree with anything, let me know in the comments. Let me know why. Change my perspective a little bit. Maybe I'll try out the character some more in a different way. And let's get started right away with Bayonetta. And honestly, I think the down smash alone for Bayonetta is just so satisfying. I wouldn't put her really fun. I'm gonna toss her right in average because she does have cool moves. It's a lot of fun, and she's not like Smash 4 at all. I did not find her fun at all in Smash 4 because it's just not fair. But I like her the way she is now. I think she could be better, but she's a lot of fun to play right now. Not a ton of fun, so average. I think she's a pretty good average spot. Next up is Bowser Jr. And Bowser Jr. he has to go in really fun. With all the different tools you can use, the fork, he has so many weird moves like the up B, you can combo and different things like that. I don't know if you understand what I'm playing with Bowser Jr. He just has such a diverse toolkit that he's a lot of fun to play. Next up is Bowser, and Bowser, for me, again, this is personally, he is the most fun. Bowser is so devastating. Everything he does, he just hits like a truck. I think he has a ton of fun to play. His moveset is it's not like Bowser Jr. where it's just like a crazy moveset, but everything, even like the forward tilt just hitting, there's so much satisfying things you can do with Bowser. And of course, I'm speaking as a Bowser main, so of course I'd toss him in most fun. I only play characters that are a ton of fun. Oh, Captain Falcon, I don't even need to explain it. Hype character, most fun, SS. Next up is Chrom. He's more of your average sword fighter for me, so honestly, I'm gonna throw Chrom in not fun. It's just my opinion, sorry about that. Now, Cloud, I think he could be more fun. There's not too much special about him. The limit for me isn't enough to bring him. Limit, that's really fun, you know. It could be better for me. Now for Corrin. Corrin is a little special. She's not exactly a sword fighter. Well, she's obviously a sword fighter, but it's not like your average Chrom or Cloud, you know what I mean? I'm going to throw an average. I dabbled a little bit with her in Smash 4, but now I don't really play her as much and got some buffs, so maybe I will pick her up again. I think she's just your average fun character. Now, I know I haven't said this yet, but I should have probably mentioned at the beginning of the video, but I dabble in with almost every character in the game. I play a lot of them, even for fun. I have experience with almost every character, but honestly, Peach and Daisy are a character I barely have any experience with, so for me, Daisy is not fun, but that's just because I didn't play her. I can't really say that about anyone else. I play pretty much everyone else. I have played them. I've had a little bit of experience with every character, just not Peach and Daisy for some reason. Now, next up is Dark Pit, and he's actually my secondary. I'm very good with Dark Pit. I have a lot of experience with him, but honestly, I think he's just average. He's not as fun as Bowser to me. I think he's average. He doesn't have any special things about him. The only thing I can really say is, oh, it feels so good to just get a kill with the neutral blade, just charging up that arrow and smashing someone off stage with it. Oh, that feels so good. Almost makes me want to throw in really fun just thinking about it, but like every time I get that kill, like, ooh. Now Samus and Dark Samus, oof. I'd have to throw them in average as well. Like it's fun as a gunner, but they don't have anything outstanding about them. DK. Donkey Kong. Everything about Donkey Kong super hype. The fact that he has, I believe, 4 spikes, just everything you can do. The ding dong. I don't even really need to explain. It's just like Captain Falcon. Donkey Kong is such a hype character. He's awesome. Josh plays him a ton. If you watch his channel, my brother, we play a lot of Bowser vs Donkey Kong matchups, and that's one of the most fun matchups you can play. Next up is Diddy Kong, and honestly, with the banana, it makes him a lot of fun. So I'm gonna have to throw him in really fun. The things you can do with the banana, it feels so good. It's kind of like when I get to Rob, I'll talk about his down B, and I think that's the same for Diddy. I think you can make some really fun plays with it. That alone makes him a lot of fun, and his up B, I like just flying up and crashing into someone. You know what I mean? Now, when I said I didn't have an experience with characters, I think I lied because I don't have really much experience with the Miis either. I'm going to throw the Miis in not fun, but that's just me. I know they have a lot of diverse movesets here, but it's I don't know. I don't know what to say about them. Next up is Dr. Mario, and it's weird because I like him more than Mario just because the sense where you expect to get comboed so much, and then it's how hard Dr. Mario hits is actually very underrated, but I don't think he's not fun, but he could be more fun. And I think a lot of the same for Duck Hunt. Like, I'm actually going to throw Duck Hunt in average because just the stuff you could do with the can, it gets really hype, and he's hard to play for me. That's just my opinion. If he was a little bit easier, I might throw him in a really fun if I had more experience with him, but I think Duck Hunt, the stuff you can do with him is really cool. He's fun to watch, that's for sure. I know he's a little bit campy, but to play as, that's what we're doing, right? To play as, I think Duck Hunt's pretty fun to play as. Now for Falco, honestly, the only really fun thing about him is doing his hands off my cocktown taunt. So other than that, I don't find him that fun. I'm gonna throw him in not fun. And the same thing for Fox, honestly. Fox, I don't have too much fun with combo characters. I find fun in just like getting hype plays, and I don't consider like dragging down with a forward air or anything like that super fun. So sorry, Fox and Falco, they're not that fun for me. Next up is Ganondorf, and I'm noticing a little bit of a trend here. I find the heavies a lot more fun. Ganondorf, everything, it's just how scary he is. Hitting with the forward smash, like choking somebody and just reading the roll, coming back down with the forward smash. Everything about Ganon is so much fun. I think every move that he has is fun, actually, now that I think about it. I don't even need to walk you through it. Next up is Greninja, and honestly, I don't have too much to say about Greninja. He's not fun for me. I never really come back to him as a character, and I guess that's the reason why, maybe. Next up are the Icies, and I gotta say, I play them a lot, but I kind of suck at desyncing everything, but even just with that, I find them a ton of fun to play. So I think that's just grounds for tossing them really fun or most fun. I'm gonna throw them in really fun. Perhaps if I knew how to desync properly, you get those hype plays. Oh, that must feel so good. Now, Ike, I actually played him a lot in Smash 4. I do not find him fun in this game. I'm kind of an Ike hater. I hate to be the bad news guy for Ike, but I don't like playing against him. I don't like playing as him. I just don't like him in this game. Not a fan. Now we have the comeback king, Incineroar, and I absolutely blow with him, but Incineroar is so much fun. Everything you do, just getting the revenge, stacking the revenge, walking around, like making your opponent feel fear. He just, everything he does hits like a truck. It's awesome. He has a lot of hype moves, everything, even just like the side B. When you grab someone and you know which way are they going to send me, oh, I just love knowing my opponent is fearful of me no matter what. I can come back from a 3-1 stock. It's just a lot of fun playing Incineroar. Let me know if you agree with that, because I don't know how many people feel about Incineroar, actually. Now, Inkling, I actually don't have a lot to say. I think he could be more fun, but not fun. It's fun spraying people with ink and kind of just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh in it, you know what I mean? Now, Isabelle, I'm going to throw in really fun. All the different kind of stuff you could do with, like, the gyro, flying up in the air, the umbrella, the fishing rod. The fishing rod is so much fun. Everything about the fishing rod is fun. Just leaving it dangling off stage and waiting for people to try and recover from it. And sometimes your opponent can just keep catching him over and over and over again. Just knowing that you're driving them absolutely insane with what you're doing is a lot of fun, and that's one of the reasons why Ness is pretty fun to me. So, Isabelle is really fun character for me. Now, Jigglypuff, I'm going to throw her in average because the shield break stuff you can do, the rest, I think it's a lot of fun. I kind of like just shield breaking with the side B. That's what I do with her, and just being floaty and just going around all over the place. I think it's a lot of fun, but not up there with the top. Now, next up is Joker, and I personally don't find him fun. He's a really good character. I just don't find him really fun to play. I think a lot of his moveset's just pretty basic. Now, Ken, I have a little bit of experience with. I found him very difficult, and that's the reason why I don't find Ken fun. Same with Ryu whenever I find him, but I don't think those two are fun because they're so hard to learn. I go, what am I doing? Kind of like, the moves are cool and stuff. It's fun watching them, so perhaps if I was better with them, I would find them more fun to play, but for now, I'm going to throw them in not fun. Now we got two big boys coming up next. King DDD, I'm throwing him in really fun. The stuff you can do, the up B, slamming down on people, everything fun with the gyro. The gyro, am I saying it right? Why am I having a blank? Oh well, the spike ball. Everything you can do with it, the suck and cuck, as Ouija would say if you ever watched his videos. Everything about King DDD I just love. He's a lot of fun, but not up there with the most fun. Now, King K. Rool, he's going in most fun. Just hitting everything with your belly. You just throw out the neutral air, and people get hit with it even though they attack you. It's just a lot of fun. I particularly find it fun just using his down tilt and setting people in the air, getting them stuck, hitting them with the forward smash, harassing them with the crown, just yeeting them with the pirate launcher thing. It's just so much fun. I love everything about K. Rool. He is the most fun character. In the most fun. He's not the most fun character. I just realized my face cam started blocking a little bit of that, so I'm lowering it now. Now, next up is Kirby, and honestly, I think Kirby could be more fun. He's kind of bad, and I think that's why you kind of just get murdered when you play as Kirby. Of course, I know there was a tournament recently, actually, where someone did very well with the Kirby. I believe he won, so I didn't check that out. Perhaps maybe there's something about Kirby that we don't know yet, but I don't find him as fun as I did in the other games. Now, Link is another character where I wish I was better with him because he seems like a lot of fun to play. I love watching Link, that's the thing. So I'm going to throw Link right in average. The combos you can do, the things you can do with his down special are a lot of fun, and I like him so much better in this game than the past games, and I hope that maybe in any future Smashes they can make the other Links even more fun. Now, this one may be unpopular, but I'm a big Little Mac fan. I'm going to throw him in really fun because, like, I don't know, just how hard that Little Mac hits, I think is a ton of fun. Just harassing people with his forward tilt, having super armor on, all of his smashes. I just think Little Mac's a lot of fun. I know he's kind of garbage. I lose a lot when I play with him, but I think he's a lot of fun to play. Just punching through everything your opponent throws. It's kind of like how I feel about King K. Rool's belly. Punching through everything that your opponent throws is just a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun. What can I say? I know I keep saying that. It's just fun. Now, Lucario. I find Lucario to be in the most fun category just because the aura, that's so cool. I just love walking around at like over 100%, knowing my opponent is like, I can't get hit by anything. I love just your opponent. It's like how I feel about Incineroar. You walk around with the stacked revenge, knowing that your opponent's like scared of you. That's what I love about Lucario. I know that I'm actually not very good with Lucario, but what I find fun about him is just instilling fear into my opponent, walking around like, yeah, you better not get hit by me. That's right. Now, Lucas is okay. Honestly, I'm going to throw Lucas and could be more fun. I think his moveset's very basic, and the only really fun thing about him is PK Thunder. So, maybe PK Freeze too, but I think you just do neutral air, neutral air, neutral, and neutral air. And, oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, his down air is cool, his up smash, average. I'm going to throw Lucas in average. Now, Lucina, I do not find it fun at all. Very basic sword fighter, just forward air, back air, just distance yourself with. Same with Marth, and I see Marth right here. I'm going to throw right with Lucina. I do not find them fun at all to play, honestly. Now, Luigi. Luigi's going to get thrown in really fun. I got to say, I liked him more in Smash 4 because I don't like how he has a ranged grab now. I used to play him a lot in Smash 4 but then I dropped him after finding the ranged grab. It's just not for me. But I do love his combos. I love how you can just throw out that quick frame neutral air just to break someone's combos and just frustrate them. The fact that he has... You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, really fun. Most fun. The fact that you can get a misfire, his down taunt, I don't know why I even thought about putting him in really fun. His down taunt, his up B, everything about Luigi's a lot of fun. Just because I don't play him, he's still the most fun. Now, Mario, I'm gonna put in really average. I think he's a nice combo character, but the only really hype thing about him is maybe killing someone with the water, I forget, the Flood, that's what it's called. Killing someone with Flood or getting that wonderful forward air spike that I know all the Mario players love to do. Mega Man, I love that he's in Smash Bros, but I don't think he's fun. I really don't think that Mega Man's too much fun of a character to play. I've dabbled with him, and there's nothing that really stands out for Mega Man. I go, he has a cool spike, but nothing really stands out for Mega Man. I go, he's a lot of fun to play. Now, next up is Meta Knight. Meta Knight, I don't think he's fun either. He was a lot more fun in Brawl, obviously, when he was ridiculously overpowered, but you just use the sword, you use the up air, up air, up air, up air, up B. I just don't find that fun personally. Mewtwo, I'm throwing in really fun. Mewtwo, the different things you can do with the side B and the down special and just his moves are actually really cool, like everything to do with the Shadow Ball, his forward air. I love he's aesthetically pleasing. You know what I mean by that? Everything that Mewtwo does seems really cool. He's really fun to play. He has a cool spike. He's floaty. He's like a glass cannon type of character. You know you're in for a fight when you're fighting a Mewtwo. Now, Mr. Game & Watch, where am I going to put you? I think he's average. Just the fact that he has the hammer is a ton of fun, and gathering up with his down special. He's an average character. I like playing him, but I don't absolutely love playing with him, and I don't hate playing with him. I think he's just your average fun character. Now, next for me, you're gonna realize that I'm actually an awful person here because I love annoying my opponents. PK Fire, PK Fire, PK Fire, but literally though, all jokes aside, PK Thunder, everything you can do, the baseball bat, reflecting someone's projectile with the bat. Oh, and you know when you just hit it and you can hear that, you know what I mean? You can hear that popping of the baseball bat, just the crack. Oh, it feels so good. I love everything about Ness, but I don't like him as much in this game as I did Smash 4, honestly, so I actually mained Ness in Smash 4. I made Ness and Bowser and Pit maybe, but I dropped him in this. I don't know, he just feels different. I understand that he's better, but he's still a ton of fun to play. Now, next up is Olimar. I'm going to throw him in really fun. I love, again, annoying my opponent and driving them absolutely crazy, just walling him out with Pikmin, but I think the fact that he has different Pikmin and they all do different things, it's just really diverse character. He's a lot of fun. I put him in really fun, Olimar. And I feel the same way about Pac-Man. The fact that he has so many different things that you can do with his neutral special, I'm going to throw him in really fun as well because it's just, again, he has so many different options. He can do really hype things with the fire hydrant. You've seen it online. You all know how Pac-Man stuff works. It's like 200 IQ stuff here. Now, Palutena is actually one of those few characters that I don't like playing against because I did the side special. I'm not a fan of Palutena. I think she could be more fun, but I don't think she's not fun to play as. And I know that if I just said that I love driving my opponent crazy, that I would choose Palutena. That makes sense for me to be a Palutena player, but I'm actually not. I don't find her too much fun. And next up is Peach, and I already talked about Daisy, so I'm going to throw her straight up with Daisy. I'm not going to go into it. But now Pichu and Pikachu. I think they both could be more fun. I don't know. It's a lot of like basic attacks you do. The fun stuff is basically spiking with a thunder, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. Maybe with Pichu, it's fun like ducking under Pikachu. You could do that Pikachu too, but Pichu's a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? It's kind of fun not getting hit, but at the same time, there's nothing about them that make me go, whoa, that's a lot of fun. You know what I mean by that way? Oh, Pee-Pee. PP is going in most fun. I love everything about this character. Just the fact that he's so goofy. I love driving my opponent nuts with Patui. The stuff you can set up with it, the edge guarding, it's a lot of fun. It might be basic to watch, but doing it's a lot of fun. There's all the different options you have with PP, and I know I keep saying PP, Piranha Plant. Plant Gang! Now Pit, I already talked about Dark Pit, so I'm going to throw them together, and I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'm just going to move straight on to Pokemon Trainer. And man, the fact that you can play 3 different characters in one is just outstanding. They are going in most fun. That you can do the switching combos. You've seen like all the hype plays online. I miss Ivysaur's down air though. I missed it before it was patched, but I gotta say, when I play Pokemon Trainer, I play Charizard more than anything. I kind of miss his Rock Smash, but hitting someone with Flare Blitz, spiking with Charizard. I love everything just about Charizard. The fact that you can change characters is just awesome. It's a really unique character, a lot of fun to play. Has a high skill gap, but they are a lot of fun to play, even casually. Now Richter, I find Simon and Richter both spam characters, but they actually, I think they could be more fun. They're not fun at all, but there's nothing special about them that make them really fun in my eyes. Next up is Ridley, and I'm throwing him in really fun. Just the fact that I don't know why he's so light, but just the down special alone, just trying to hit that. When you hit that, you just hear that noise and go, oh, you are dead. Oh my god, and walling people out with the neutral B. I think he's a lot of fun. I think he's a really cool character. I'm just glad he's in Smash Bros. Too. Now, Robin I used to play quite a bit, actually. I think I'm going to toss her right in average. I think all the different spells you can do, like the different levels of each one, I think it's just really, really fun. I know I don't have too much to say about that. There's different options a lot, you know what I mean that way. Now Rob, I'm gonna throw in really fun, just because, like, who was I talking about earlier with, I know I was talking about someone, oh, like Diddy Kong. Like Diddy Kong, the same reason with the banana, you can use his gyro, and just the fact that you can set up so many hype plays from that, and you can wall people out this forward air. Everything when you hit people with Rob, it just feels really good. I don't know if that's for anyone else, so let me know what you think there. But every time you hit with Rob, you go, ooh, that feels good, like the forward air, ooh, that feels good, feels good, feels good. And then you set up with the gyro, you just spike them off stage. You can do everything that's really cool with Rob. I think he's a ton of fun to play, assuming he's not getting comboed to death. Rosalina, I'm gonna throw an average. I think the plays you can set up with Luma is really cool, but at the same time, something about this character could be better, but I'm not sure what it is. Not the fact like better as a character, but better as in more fun. I think there should be more moves where you can do with Luma, kind of like how you can desync with the Ice Climbers. I can't put my finger on it. There's something that could be better, but she's still fun to play, but just not the most fun, and definitely not fun. Roy for me is another sword fighter, and I'm gonna throw him in not fun. Same with Ryu, because I already spoke about Ryu and I spoke about Samus as well. Average. Oh, now I'm filling up my screen. I had to adjust my camera again. Sorry about that. But Sheik, moving on. We're on to Sheik. Nothing works with her. She's not as good as in Smash 4, and I'm kind of glad about that because I was actually quite annoyed with Sheik. I'm throwing her in not fun to play as. And now we get into Shulk, and Shulk with the Minato arts, it's just, you can make each game so different. You can make each encounter different. Everything you can do with Shulk, you can make him different to fight against and play as. You feels like you're playing 5 characters in one, honestly. I'm throwing Shulk into the most fun category. Snake is average because a lot of what he does is repetitive. You just set up traps, but it feels good to set up those traps, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, what I just said with Shulk. There's so many different things you can do. I understand there's different things you can do with Snake, but I feel like it's a little bit repetitive, if that makes sense. Now Sonic, my favorite video game character. I wish I could throw you into most fun, but your moveset sucks. And I know that most of you would agree with me on that, but it's not fun. He's not fun. Toon Link I find the most fun of the Links, actually. Maybe because I enjoy playing him. He's a little bit floaty. All the stuff you can do with the bombs. And his sword's like, you go, ooh, that hit harder than I expected it to. I just find the setups with the boomerang and the bombs. And I understand that you can do the same thing with Lake. But something about him... I'm going to throw him an average too, but before Link. Now, Villager I do not find as fun as Isabelle. Personally, I think Villager, you kind of just use the arrows more. But Isabelle's toolkit is a lot more fun to use. I'm going to throw Villager and could be more fun. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me. It might be just because I like playing Isabelle more than Villager, but I think her moveset's a lot better. Maybe it's just the fishing rod, actually. That might just be the big difference between the two. Now, Wario with the waft, with the bike, with the biting, his down tilt, you spam it, he goes, It's just, everything about Wario is goofy, and I think he's really, really fun to play as. Now, Wii Fit Trainer. I don't know if you guys would agree with me on this one, but Wii Fit Trainer is going into most fun. The fact that you can just like spam the taunts, let's stretch our legs and just get kills with a soccer ball, do some push-ups and kill people with a yoga pose. It's really wacky. It's really fun. You can do a lot of different things with the deep breathing. You make yourself a different character. I find the characters like Shulk, like Hero, the characters that can make themselves faster, heavier, something like that. I think that makes it more fun because you can make different encounters in the matches, and the matches aren't typically the same. Wolf, I'm gonna throw him straight along with Fox and Falco here, and I don't think he's really fun to play as. I don't have too much to say about him. Next up is Yoshi, and Yoshi, I'm gonna throw him in really fun. Yoshi's pretty fun. He's really basic to play. He's easy. He has some really satisfying kills, like hitting people with the up air. It just feels satisfying. Getting the egg kills, throwing an egg, and getting a forward air spike. Oh, just hitting with that giant nose. Something about him, it just feels really good. He's really fun to play as. He's kind of goofy, just like I said with Wii Fit Trainer and the Wario. I think Yoshi's pretty fun to play. Next up is Toon Link, and I talked about the links before. I'm gonna throw them in average and move straight on Zelda. Now her moveset's a lot better than it was in past games, but at the same time, I still don't find a ton of fun in it. I'm gonna throw her straight up in average. I don't have anything special to say about Zelda. Zero Suit Samus too. I never really vibed with her. You know, you do some flips, you do some shooting, you do some whipping. Could be more fun for me, but she's not fun to play as. Now, Hero. Hero is the epitome of fun in this game in my eyes. The fact that, like I said, you can create so many different scenarios with all the different stuff you can do, and just top decking Kaboom is really fun, by the way. You can create so many different elements that happen in the game, which is really fun, and I think Hero is the best character they've ever made, the most special character they've ever made, and he's just the most fun I have ever had playing Smash Bros. Hero, I'm trying to make him my best, actually, my main character, but I'm working on it, you know what I mean? He's just so much fun to play. Even when I sucked with him, when he first came out, I go, oh my god, look at all this different stuff you can do. Hero is the most fun I've ever had in Smash Ultimate. Now, Banjo, he's fairly new. I haven't played with him a ton, but I'm gonna throw Banjo in really fun, actually. His side B is really cool, the grenade, the stuff that you can shoot with Kazooie. It's just really, I think he's fun. I don't have too much to say about him either. He's a lot of fun to play. Next up is Terry. And he's like a better version of Ryu and Ken for me, just because like I don't know what it's called. I'm not too big on King of Fighters. I think it was when you start saying go, and then you can do the more stuff with him. His attacks feel very satisfying, and I think he's really cool. I think he's a fun character in the game. And we're almost done here. We're on to Byleth, and honestly, I do find Byleth really, really fun to play as. The fact that he or she or whatever, I don't know Fire Emblem that well. I go with a she. She hits so hard. Her down B alone, just charging that thing up, and getting a kill is so satisfying. The fact that you can break a shield with like everything you do, you can be so precise, as the range is deceiving. The up B spike is a lot of fun to do. I didn't expect this character to be as fun as she was, so I'm gonna throw her in really fun. Her moveset's really diverse compared to all the other Fire Emblem characters. And lastly, we have Min Min, and honestly, I don't have too much. I haven't played her that much yet. I'm gonna play her a little bit more, but I'm gonna throw her in average just from first impressions. The fact that she's so unique, the different stuff you can do with the dragon arm, and you can shoot people, I think it's really cool. But I need to play with her more, so I don't know for sure. Now, I'm gonna fix this tier list up a little bit and just get it in the exact order into how it is. Now, just in case you were curious, I ordered all these fighters in the exact order and how much fun I have playing with them. Hero being at the very top and Sheik being at the very bottom. So I want to know what you think, guys. Who do you have the most fun playing with? And even if you are up for it, make your own tier list in the comments down below. But I want to know, like, do you guys agree with me on my picks here? This is just, again, this is totally my opinion, so I know this would just diverse a lot in the comments, so let me know. I'm really, really curious. Who do you have the most fun playing as, and who's your main? Like, because I mentioned earlier, I find Pit and Dark Pit not as fun to play as the others, but I main them. So what do you guys do? Do you guys main the characters that you have the most fun playing with? I would just love to talk about it in the comments. This is a lot of fun to do, guys. So again, let me know if you want more tier lists, because so far so good. My videos with the tier lists are doing pretty good for my channel, so let me know if you want to see more, everyone. I would love to make them. They're a lot more fun. There's a ton of possibilities with tier lists you can do. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider giving a like or subscribing. Again, don't forget to comment down below. I would love to talk there, and I will see you in the next